Time to wake up. Gotta get out of bed. Excuses for what you are, when you're making excuses for your shit, when you're making excuses, baby, you just need to look inside.
Morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining. Got a bunch of people hanging out in the chat already. Madam is here. Good morning. Hope all is well with you and the family. Cat fan, comics man. Yeah, I never thought of it. I guess, we're doing naked men dancing on my show. Not sure if that's really what I was aiming for, but Neil is here. Good morning. Saw a bunch of us hanging out this morning over on Fanboy Prime. He does a early morning stream, so it was cool to see everybody hanging out there. Phil is here. Good morning. Lucretius, who got beat. Madam beat him in this morning. That usually doesn't happen. He's usually the first in the chat. Wellbore, good morning. Trev is here. Good morning. Let's see. Scrolling through. Three Good Nerds. Good morning to all of the nerds. Appreciate you being here. Shouted me out yesterday. Thank you. Appreciate that. Zach is here. Good morning. Let's see. Making sure I'm not missing anybody. David, good morning. DCW with a couple great matches this week. There's the Chris, the comic vet. Good morning, sir. He had a big, nice pull from a Walmart pack. A 1 in 50 ratio this week. Pretty cool to see. I still can't find the Walmart packs anywhere. Every time I go, the Walmarts by me, they're gone, sold out. Spidey, early or late? What time is it over there? PSN Green Hulkster. Good morning. Check out PSN was on the 411 yesterday, so you want to get to know PSN a little bit better and check out his channel and Instagram. Definitely go check that out. Go give him a sub. Let's see. Yeah, kind of crazy, right? Bears traded the number 1 pick in the NFL, right, to Carolina. Kind of crazy. Dan, good morning. And I think I mentioned, Dan, I think I shouted you out last week or just mentioned you on IG, but I forgot to realize that you have a YouTube channel as well. So somebody please go drop Dan's link if you can, or Dan, drop your own link. Definitely go check out Dan's channel. Definitely worth your time. Scott is here this morning. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Evil's here, and Evil just did a unboxing. He won something from my 1K giveaway that was donated from Marco Switch Comics, and I think a win from Trev as well. So really cool. Definitely go check that out. Funk Comics. Good morning. Lady Fantastic is here. Caroline. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We've got 30 in the chat, and Chop is here. Good morning, Chop. Dr. Von Hoot from the Spiral Dimension is here. Appreciate you being here. Psychedelic is here. Just catching up, scrolling through. Comic Cap Collectibles is here. I just got a nice AOK from Comic Cap. Got that coming up shortly. Really cool book. Derrz is here. Good morning, sir. I actually, when I made the video of me in the panda robe, that I tried to find the llama robe, but I could not. I could not find it. I could not duplicate that. So I went with the panda. But I tried. I tried Amazon everywhere. I looked everywhere, but I could not find it. Let me just see, making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Cole is here. Good morning. Cole was hanging out earlier as well. Let's see. Scrolling. Gene is here. Good morning, Gene. Appreciate you being here. Rob's here. Rob's up early. I know I saw Seth drawing a blank spine ticks last night on one of the other live streams. He was going to try to get in early and wake up early and hang out. So Rob, appreciate you being in from the West Coast. Let's see, scrolling through. DJ's here. Good morning, DJ. Hope you're feeling well. I know there was an injury last night on in the mix, self-inflicted. So I hope everything and everybody is well this morning. Let's see, just making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. But am I? Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let's see, making sure I'm not missing anybody's comment or. Wow, the chat is busy this morning. Appreciate everybody being here. Raging is here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. 80s guys here. Definitely go check out 80s guy. He's got some live streams that he does throughout the week. Let's see. Making sure I'm not missing anybody. All right. I think I'm caught up. So appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat. If I did, just throw me something, a comment in all caps so I can highlight you. But appreciate everybody being here. A couple things. We got a bunch of stuff to get to this morning. But something I saw on, I think it was yesterday or maybe even Thursday on Instagram. Jacob Comix. So Jacob's usually hanging out here. He actually had a heart attack. I think on Wednesday in the hospital. Not he's doing okay, but so definitely go check him out on Instagram, Jacob's Comix. Go wish him well. Really surprised. I saw the post. He's sitting in a hospital bed and said he had a heart attack. So definitely go show him some love. And then too, Super Russ 9000. Mentioned he was in urgent care all day in some pain. So definitely go check out Jacob Comix and Super Russ and show them some love and support. Russ said he was basically in some pain, some like stomach, abdominal pain. They couldn't figure out what was going on, if it was kidney stones or I don't know what. So, but yeah, definitely go show those guys some love. Manny's here. Good morning, man. Yeah, I was shocked to hear it because, I always see Jacob so energetic and, he looks like he's in good shape, not overweight or anything like that. And so I was really shocked to see him say that he had a bad heart attack. So kind of crazy. So Beckerman, good morning. Yeah. I guess you just never know, right? I had a friend who was pretty athletic, pretty healthy, and he had a heart attack and had passed away. And they basically, said it was due to like bad diet, although he wasn't overweight, but he was eating a bunch of crap and he was a smoker. But he used to play basketball and things like that, and so when you looked at him, you thought he was in pretty good shape. But yeah, so kind of crazy. Just a couple things in the community that I heard that, saw on Instagram this past week. So just wanted to kind of mention it. Like I said, maybe you guys can just pop over to Instagram and yeah, I'm sorry, DJ. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I realized I was talking about it and realized you had And that, yeah, by no means was DJ laughing at what I was talking about. I apologize. Yeah, I realized that I had that up. So yeah, thank you for pointing that out. That was not what DJ was laughing at. So yeah, I apologize for that. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so like I said, just something that I wanted to mention. Like I said, that maybe you guys could just go and wish those guys well. Hopefully they're doing well. So yeah, right. It's I'm one of those fat guys, right? Overweight guys, always trying to do something to keep it healthy. So yep, yeah, good point, right? Those annual checkups, right? So um, yep, yep. What we eat, right, is really important. So yeah, okay, all right, yeah. That was my mistake. I just left that up from the previous thing I was talking about when I started talking about everything else. So Johnny's here. Good morning, Johnny. Appreciate you being here. Comic Book Community Awards. Let's talk a little bit about the Comic Book Community Awards. So I'd appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody who's been mentioning it, sharing and talking about it. I know often when I pop into a live stream, somebody, the host, will mention it. DJ did last night on his show. I know Legion Mark often messages it on his Friday Hangout. So really do appreciate that. Really just trying to spread the word. April 14th, we will be doing the reveal, basically going over any of the new changes to categories this year. And then nominations open in May 13th. So again, just, continue to support and help spread the word. Really do appreciate that. So, 2 a.m. Come on, Spidey. That's probably just a regular late night for you. Yes, and people have been promoting on videos. I do appreciate that. Yeah, just continue to spread the word. Really do appreciate that. We've got the new T-shirt going on here. So yeah, definitely check that out. So yeah, well, that's what I'm drinking right now. I've got just water. I've got water in my cup, my coffee cup this morning. So let's see. Yeah, so just a quick mention, I'm going to continue to promote stuff on Instagram. So if you guys can continue to share that, and, I know everybody's been very supportive, everybody that's here in the chat. So really do appreciate that. Wow. Very nice. That's good. Yeah. I know a lot of people have had, success with fasting, right? Cutting back on the hours that they eat to help lose weight. So my biggest thing is I need to get more active. Just the winter months are tough. When it's cold out, it's tough to go. I typically go out and do walks and things like that. And so it's tough when the weather's kind of crappy. So, but you kind of, you can throw on, a hat and gloves and, get out there. So, shouldn't use it as, that big of an excuse. So E-Man, where's E-Man? I missed E-Man. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. He's up early too. So yeah, Comic Book Community Awards. Like I said, we'll continue to promote that and get ready, for the nomination period opening up in May. 23 is here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Yes. Yeah. Somebody mentioned that to me one time. Like, think about it. When you go shopping at the supermarket, if you stay on the outside of the supermarket and don't go onto the inside where you have a lot of the processed foods and stuff, if you kind of shop around the outside, fruits and vegetables, meats, and kind of just the, more fresh stuff that you can do yourself, well with your diet. So, which is pretty interesting. You think of all the stuff, that's in boxes or cans and with, who knows what, right? So, Drac is here. Good morning. Drac had his actual Dracula show last night. Freaky Louie, CJ, Comic Journey. That was an interesting and fun show. And he was also on in the mix at one point while he was live streaming on his own show. So pretty interesting going on last night. Bottom tier, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Phil is here. Good morning, Phil. Phil, check out Phil at 11. Yeah, Phil, I've been eating that for I've been taking that for lunch. It's kind of like a meal replacement shake. Really good. I usually do a chocolate one for lunch. Really filling. Really, I think I first heard it from you, and I found it, picked it up, and yeah, I've been trying to do that. So, pretty cool. Yeah, well, I think right summertime. I mean, wintertime here. When it's cold out, you're eating a little bit more maybe, and you're not as active. So definitely, you definitely can see that in the wintertime. So yeah. Well, I walk my dogs usually. I take my dogs pretty much every day, but depending on the weather, we may go. Sometimes we go for like a 2 mile walk. There's other days where it's very quick because it's just too cold out. Um, but yeah, I try to do like an early morning walk, like before I get my day started at work and things like that. So yeah, yeah, just crazy that a couple people in the community just ran into some health issues. So um, well, who did I just see? I saw somebody drop a trailer on Instagram. I think it was Jake. Was it Jake Gyllenhaal? And he was ripped. He's doing like an MMA movie, and he was like cut. He looked like he was in really good shape. I don't know what he was doing, but man, he was. He looked like he was no dad bod there for that movie. So yeah, I've tried to do the fasting a few times and it's tough. I struggle. Like I usually try not to eat at late at night, like I'll cut off anything eating at like 8 p.m. and I can go, but then, like it gets to 10, 11 in the morning. And if I haven't really had anything to eat, I start to feel it. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to try to do it because I know people have had some really good success with the fasting. So, yeah, right. I know PSN. I wasn't sure. I know you shared it, privately in some of the IG chats that yeah, you've got a heart monitor on. So yeah, yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. You never know, and there's a lot of history. You know, you've I have a family history of my dad passed away from cardiac issues, heart issue, yeah, heart attack. So yeah, it's something that's always kind of in the um, back of my mind. So, let's see. I falling behind on the chat here. Yeah, yeah. I think there's been a lot of good, positive stuff in the community. People talking about things, right? Mental health, overall health, right? Like I said, the when I saw the Jacob and the Russ thing, it really kind of just reminded me of just mentioning it too, because you just never know, right? So, yeah, yeah, I would not recommend a steady McDonald's diet if you're looking to live a long life. I agree. I agree on that one. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Roadhouse remake. I thought it. I thought it almost looked like um, MMA, movie. I wasn't sure what it was. So, or you can get your exercise vicariously through David's Comics and Wrestling's wrestling videos too. That's a good way. So I'm missing a lot of the chat. So there's Mr. Sith. Good morning, Spine Ticks. Appreciate you being here. Sith, I think, did it stick? Hit 4K yesterday. So hopefully YouTube didn't take it away. But that was pretty cool to see. Hitting 4K. Yep, that's another good way to get some exercise in, right? uh, but shout outs. We're going to do some shout outs. Members, I want to thank all the members. We do have membership now on the channel. Thank you to all the members. We have their links down below. But here we'll do a quick little video. I want to highlight the members and thank them. So thank you for that.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS?
Thank you to our channel members, Collecting with Derrz, Seth 11, Rob Fat Stacks Comics, The Comic Vet, TM Nerdy, Izzyverse NYC, Trev the Shipping Guru, Dr. Von Hoot's Comics from the Spiral Dimension, and Shattered Glass Comic Reviews. So thank you to the channel members. Their links are all down below. So if you're not familiar with any one of those channels, please go check them out. All good community channel members. So Seth, congrats, 4K. That is, man, you are killing it. Shorts have been a gold mine for you. That is great. So hopefully you're seeing the benefits of that and people coming into the live stream on Spine Ticks on Saturday night. So really good stuff. Kyle is here. Good morning. Yeah, no, I don't want to, but I do appreciate your fight and your, glad that you've got a good bill of health these days. So definitely appreciate that for you. Let's see. So yeah, all right. Cat Fan hit 500. I know you were a couple away yesterday, I think, watching your daily video. I know you were only a few away, so that's good news. That's great news. Yeah, a lot of milestones being hit, right? I think Three Good Nerds just hit 500. I think Scott Vaughn, S. Vaughn, I think you're close to 800, right? I know Neil Collects is on the road to 1K. I think he's over 900. So really good stuff. It's great to see the all right. Well, I guess, if you can convert some of them, get some eyeballs on some of the live streams and hanging out on the live show, that would be really good. So, yeah, no. I always remind my wife that she is a much better cook than me, and she should do all of the cooking. She hasn't fallen for that, but I continue to remind her so. All right, so Scotty hit 800. Congrats. All right, yeah, Cole, Drac 500. Cole hit 1,000. Cole hit 1,000. It's got a giveaway. Yes. Yes. Johnny hit 600, right? Or close to it. Yeah, you got to kind of just make sure that it sticks. So, all right, we got to get Dr. Von Hoot to 200, 18 away. So let's try to help him make that push. E-Man at 350, really cool. That's surprising, Lady Fantastic. You've been doing a lot of stuff. So the shorts, though, right, Cole? Right, shorts has really helps you bring the subs. I think I'm over 1,100 too, and I definitely have seen a bump with some of the shorts I've been doing. So really, it's definitely a way to help drive subscribers. Yep, those giveaways we'll bring them. We'll bring them out. So, Wahoo, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Wahoo, I know you and Jacob are pretty. I know you guys chat often. So if you have any update on Jacob, I mentioned earlier about him having a heart attack earlier in the week. So I don't know if you had any additional information on him. Hopefully he's doing well. So. Yeah, it's interesting. The biggest thing I've found is consistency. You have to drop consistent content, whether it's a couple times a week, once a week, just consistency. And then obviously a lot of people have found success with shorts to really kind of help grow their subscriber numbers. So, yeah, I mean, everybody, and Fred Hall, Direct Edition mentioned it in one of his videos recently, and when he was on my 411 show. Basically, everybody's running their own race, so it's tough to compare yourself against other channels. But like I said, the keys that I've seen have been definitely consistency with the content that you produce, and more recently with shorts, right? People having very very good success with with shorts. Yeah, that's an idea I've kind of kicked around about like a 24-hour channel where people just continue to do live streams and things like that. But that would obviously have to be kind of a joint effort. So. Yeah, they're weird. Sometimes you put them up and you'll get, a couple hundred views. There's other times where I put a short up and I'll get 1,000 views, and there's sometimes where I get 20 views. So, yeah, I think you got to kind of find the timing. When's the best time to drop a short, and when's the best time to what hashtags you use, and yeah. So and the content too. There's certain content that people have had success with. So. One of the other things I wanted to do, I don't think I got through all the shout outs, right? No, I did not. So a couple shout outs to do before we get away. We're a half hour in. So let's do some of our shout outs. We mentioned the channel members. And we do have some channel member, thank you prizes. We've added the Superman number 1 in 25 to the prize pack. So if anybody's interested in that, definitely go check out the memberships. We're going to be doing a giveaway the end of the month, the 25th. So Breakfast with Brian show on the 25th. We'll do the thank you gifts for the members. But I did stumble across another possible opening for the breakfast show, and everybody likes Marc, who does the dancing and the get yourself wake up. But I did find this one. Let me know what you guys think of this.
Good morning. It's time to get up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It's time to get up! Wake up, bitch! Time to get up! Good morning.
So that I stumbled across on IG. So that could be a nice little ringtone for somebody. Help you get up in the morning. She was very persuasive, I thought. So, yeah, she is a little intense. 543 Collectibles. Appreciate you being here. Good morning. Yeah, I the times that I've done shorts, the evening seems to be the best. Like 4 or 5, 6 o'clock Eastern for me seems to be a good, kind of a sweet spot with, with shorts. So, all right, just catching up. Shout outs. Let's get to the shout outs before they get away from us. A couple shout outs to do this week. First one up is going to be 3 Good Nerds. So I know 3 Good Nerds, they were here in the chat. So definitely go check them out. 3 Good Nerds is pretty much what you got, right? You got mom, dad, and son, and they're doing all kinds of stuff. Just had an action figure video yesterday, some superhero action figures, card rips, Pokemon rips, TTMs, bunch of stuff over on 3 Good Nerds. Big supporter of the community, always shouting channels out. Helped, did a great video for Cole recently, who helped push him over 1K. So definitely go check out 3 Good Nerds. Don't think you'll be disappointed with the content that they're putting out over there. Next up is a new channel. I'm trying to think. Somebody else did a shout out and discovered Paul in the 619. So new channel to me. I think he's just over 100 subs, 120, 130, something like that. So definitely go support Paul. Does a bunch of different stuff: comic books, Dungeons and Dragons, action figures, bunch of different things over on Paul's channel. So definitely go check him out. Like I said, just a new channel to me. Discovered him this week. So definitely want to go support him. Good. And I have them. I have the links down below in the description, and I also have them in a post on my community tab, so you can definitely go check them out. And last but not least, Tyler, good morning, sir. Appreciate you being here. Another channel, Comic Joe. Comic Joe is about between 400 and 500 subscribers. Basically, it does comic book reviews. Now, this is a channel I think I've been subscribed to for a while, and just hadn't rediscovered her recently. She's been doing some new comic book reviews, so definitely go check out Comic Joe. Link is down below. Every couple of days, basically drops a comic review video. So I think the last video I saw was Superman. Maybe it was the new Superman book that came out this past week. So definitely go check that out. Jerry's here. Good morning. Jerry's got some crazy restoration and conservation and cleaning and pressing and aqueous baths over on his channel. So definitely go check out and I can't say it, Jerry. What's your big what's the paper you use? Definitely go check out Jerry, the mad scientist in his basement fixing comic books. Definitely go check that out. And Jerry's got a 2K giveaway, I think, ongoing. He's giving away some crazy prize packages. So Callie and Jordan, good morning. Appreciate you being here. He was doing a big shout out last night, this Friday night shout out streams, shouting out a bunch of community members. So definitely cool to see him here this morning. Shouted me out. Ninja, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Did I miss Brian? Brian Basketball? Did I see? I saw somebody say hello. Did I miss him? Yes, I did. Where is he? Definitely go check out Brian Basketball's channel. Toot toot. He's been doing some great live streams in the evening, doing some pack rips and some shout outs. Did a shout out for me earlier this week, so really appreciate that. Great fun channel to watch. He's always having a good time on Brian's channel, so definitely go check that out. Let's see. So did those shout outs. We mentioned the members. Appreciate those guys being here. We have a so during my 1K giveaway, Comic Journey wanted to do a giveaway. And so I had asked everybody to leave a hashtag on one of my videos, and we had 16 entries. So we're going to run that giveaway. And then we'll do my normal weekly giveaway, but we're going to add a little duck race action. So now this is everybody that entered with a particular hashtag. It was look at Brian, hashtag look at Brian. And so I think we had 16 total entries. I'm going to just shuffle them up. And now this is a prize pack that Comic Journey is going to be giving away. So, once we figure out who our winner is, then we'll get you in touch with Comic Journey, and he's going to put together a mystery box. So good luck to everybody that entered. And the rule of duck racing is you never want to be in the lead early in duck races. So So nobody really, you got L Green Machine on the outside there. You've got a Surfer, and you got kind of a mixed bag here. Nobody really pulling out in front. You got Madam Blaster. You got Taylor Winder on the end here. Cole's making a little run. Yeah, I don't think Larry. I apologize, but I don't think you're gonna. Yeah, see, you're dropping back. You got a surfer out in front. It's going to be somebody from behind, right? It's going to somebody's coming up sniping. You got 8 seconds left. 6, 5. Well, maybe Green Machine's going to make a liar out of me. He did. Congrats to L Green Machine, Larry. Congrats. Let's see who. So photo finish, right? Fanboy Prime and David's Comics and Wrestling. So Larry, congrats. I'll get you in touch with CJ. I'll let CJ know. CJ couldn't make it here this morning. He had some work stuff going on. So yeah, Larry, I think that's the first time I've ever seen somebody be out in front early and then fall back and then come back to win it. Usually the Ducks do not do that. Congrats, Larry. Really cool stuff. So why don't we follow that up with our weekly giveaway that we do for the chat. So let me share that. Let's see. There we go. So in honor of Cole, please use the hashtag Crispy for a chance to win. We'll run this and then we'll do some random pulls from the from my comic box. Well, Boar, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Give everybody a few seconds. We've got 45 in the chat and we've got 19 entries so far. 23 now. All right, jumping up. Give everybody a few seconds to get their entries in. 32 out of 48. 48 people hanging out this morning. Thank you. The Mrs. is here. Mrs. Tootsies, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're... I know Tyler mentioned that the dog, your new puppy, was keeping him awake. So hopefully he's settling in. Oh, nice. Yeah. I still need to do... Yeah, Cole and Bearded Comic Bro just recently did a new cover challenge video. Teams is the theme this year, or this month. So definitely go check that out. All right, we've got 36. We'll give it a couple seconds and then we'll run this. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Gene Marlowe. Congrats, Gene. Gene is he's won several times on the show, so congrats. Let's see. I'll do 5 random pulls for Gene. We've got the box. We gotta restock it. It's getting a little light. Let's see what we find for Gene, and let's see. More. All right, got 5. So let's see what we pulled here. All right, we've got Marvel's Greatest Comics, number 67. Like we're featuring the Fantastic Four. Spider Girls, number 2. And we've got DC Deceased, number 1. Good looking cover. And then we've got ASM 26. This was from volume 5. It's a fun little storyline. The Bar with No Name in it. And then Strike Force #1. So, Gene, congrats. I'll get those books out to you. I know I have your address since you are now a multi-time winner on the show. So, congrats. And we do the the giveaway every Saturday. So, appreciate you guys. Who did I miss? Naman's here. Good morning, Naman. Hope your travel went well. I know you were heading out to the West Coast. Jay is here. Good morning. You definitely got to go watch Jay. Jay recently did a response to Neil Collect's 10 questions, and there's some good stuff in there. You learn a little bit more. Really cool. Definitely go check that out. Kenneth, good morning, sir. Sorry if I missed you. Kenneth always hanging out in the chats, big supporter of so many channels. All right, I can. We'll do. We'll put that back in the prize box, and we'll pull you another. We'll pull you another book. How's that? How about Astonishing X-Men #1 little action figure cover? All right, Naman. So good. You had safe travels. So, yep. So yeah, we'll get those sent out to you, Gene. But congrats again. Brian, appreciate that. And so a couple books that I didn't read a lot of books this week. So I did read. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 21. This was the Disney variant cover. I don't know why they're so. Basically, all of these Disney covers are going to be on ASM books. So I don't know why. So this is a Hulk cover that's on an ASM book. It's kind of weird that they're doing it this way, but Marvel's doing it that way. So ASM 21, we kind of finally get the reveal of what's going on between Peter and Mary Jane. It kind of kicked off this series back in issue 1, and actually the last issue of the previous series. This was interesting. I have a review coming out for it this week, but they are kind of going back to a character that Zeb Wells wrote like many years ago, like 15 years ago, that they're bringing back as kind of the bad guy. So interesting I didn't know the history on the character, so I had to kind of figure out who he was after the fact. So not, they obviously there's going to be a couple book storyline on this, so I'm not 100% sold on the storyline and that the fact that they're bringing this character back from years ago that really wasn't that big of a villain. So I don't know. We'll see. This was okay. It was okay. And again, the covers are kind of strange that they're just putting all of these Disney covers for other books on the ASM. I don't know if they're trying to pump, if Marvel's trying to pump up, ASM sales or what. It's kind of strange. So, kind of crazy. And then the only other book that I got to read so far this week is Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo. This has been really good. Artwork has been really good. Marc Silvestri. It's been a really good. I've enjoyed it. Obviously, I think we're going to see something with Batman and Joker at the end of this. Obviously, they've kind of teamed up. So we'll see what happens. But the artwork is fantastic. Storyline's been pretty good. You have a lot of the main players. You've got Jim Gordon involved. You've got obviously Harley Quinn, Joker, Batman, Robin. You've got Alfred in it. So it's been a pretty good storyline. Artwork is, like I said, is fantastic. And usually at the end of the book, they have kind of the sketches of the actual artwork. So really, really cool to see. Yeah, I didn't think the last two issues. So that was a little kind of side story. I thought the writing was done pretty well. I wasn't crazy about some of the artwork. I thought it was interesting to see the relationship stuff again. They're kind of between the love triangle between Black Cat and MJ and Peter. I don't think I've read worse Spider-Man stories than those two books, but I can see. I know you were a big fan of Derrz of the darkness and the horror aspect of the dark web. I can see where these two were kind of a very heavy contrast to that kind of storyline. So I can see where you couldn't care for it. Let's see, catching up. Mike's talking about figures at Target. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, that's, if you find somebody new here in the chat, definitely please go sub them up. Try to highlight some of the new channels that I've discovered in the shout outs. So, Fanboy, no worries. I know you were running around with some baseball stuff with Ollie this morning. So no worries at all. Yeah, no, the art was a little inconsistent for me because there were some panels that were very detailed and then some panels that were not very detailed. So it kind of, for me, it took away from the ASM story for sure. So, but yeah, those were like I said, the only two books I got a chance to read this week. I still have a pretty good stack of books that I need to read. So. Yeah, Slot's got his new Spider-Man story, which hasn't been the greatest. The end of Spider-Verse. I'm hoping that will wrap up and see where Slot takes Spider-Man, because that is supposed to be an ongoing series. So, yeah, I agree, Rob. I mean, anything that I've read so far I have not been. It hasn't been great. It's very inconsistent, I think, is the best way to describe it. There have been some good issues and some good little story, plot points, but overall, it's flat is probably a good way, a good way to describe it. I think they need to, continue to look at the creative team. JR's artwork for me is distracting at times. So I'm not a big fan of his work. I appreciate his history in comic book art, as a comic book artist, and some of his earlier work was much better, but his current work just doesn't do it for me. So that's right. Yeah, you get a chance to win some books this afternoon on Rob's channel. So yeah, you would think so, right? It's one of their top selling books. He's one of their biggest characters. You think they would put their best creative team on ASM. I think they tried to do that with Wells and John Romita Jr., but like I said, for me, John Romita Jr.'s art is a little bit of a distraction. There's times I'm looking at panels and I'm like, what is going on with this? Just the way he draws some facial features and some of the proportions, like you'll see a big head with a small body, and I don't know. It's just distracting to me sometimes when I'm reading it. So, free refills. Yeah, let's go. Apex Legends. All right. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Yep. I don't think you need to say more than that, right? Kyle, have a good one. Appreciate you stopping by this morning. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up today. Appreciate everybody being here. I can't believe I had a pretty long list of stuff to get through, and we actually got through it. So let me just double check. I think we hit everything. We did our giveaway. We did the Comic Journey giveaway. We talked a little Comic Book Community Awards. We did some shout outs, a couple little updates from the community that I was aware of. So definitely go, like I said, if you can, go give Jacob Comics and Russ, Super Russ 9000, check out their post on Instagram. Just go show them some love. Run into some health issues this week, so hopefully both of those guys are feeling better and back hanging out with us on YouTube, soon enough. So. Yeah, like I said, his Spider-Man art for me just doesn't. It's just too inconsistent, and I'm focused on it in the wrong, in the wrong way. Spidey, have a good rest. Appreciate you being here. So all right, yeah, we'll wrap it up. Have a great weekend, everybody. Definitely go check out Philtastic Comics and Art. He's got his live stream at 11, so give you a couple minutes back to go. Hit the bathroom, freshen up the coffee, whatever it is. So, Dr. Von Hoot, thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see. We'll leave you with something. Going to leave you with some type of video here. Wow. Well, in honor of Jimmy G, who usually hangs out with us, he always likes to see his girlfriends, and we didn't show them today. So let's leave you with the outro with an intro. So have a great day, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.